Rural communities in Te Matua Maui were among those hardest hit by Cyclone Gabrielle. Despite the devastation and immense loss, whānau in Waiōhiki, a community north of Hastings, are pulling together to help each other through these uncertain times. E kia ana te kōrero he aroha whakatō, he aroha puta mai. Kei a John Boynton, tēnei pūrongo.
In the face of the catastrophe and tragedy of Cyclone Gabrielle,
it's about history, it's about memory, all gone, all gone.
Our whānau's lives have just been washed away.
Māori communities in Te Matua Maui are showing the true meaning of manaakitanga.
I've got yours now.
Oh.
Sorry about the miss.
We are here to serve our people, and our whakapapa dictates that.
When you hear the cry of your people, you respond, and that's what I've done.
2 weeks on, the carnage from Cyclone Gabrielle still lines the roads leading into Waiōhiki.
Never ever experienced something of this magnitude in Waiōhiki.
Tamati Cairns community lying in ruins.
Certainly the last huge event like this to hit Napier was the 1936 earthquake.
In the early hours of the morning, the Tūtaikuri River burst its banks, sending a torrent of water sweeping through the community here in Waiōhiki and forcing residents to flee for their lives. Still fresh in Tamati's memory.
By 6:45, 7 o'clock, the water was over a 2-metre retainer wall and was rushing through here like a river.
Tamati and his wife Pauline were lucky. Their home had minor damage. But the same can't be said for the rest of the newly built Papakainga homes on Te Hiri Lane.
The good thing, we're still here. We're still here. For everybody, it's time for started healing, the next coping, and followed by that, rebuilding.
The Papakainga which Tamati runs was years in the making and cost millions to build. Their new homes now drowning in contaminated sludge.
Anywhere between 18 months and 2 years to put it all back together again. Cost? Oh, much. Insurance? That's another level of negotiations for all the families.
The reality may not have sunk in just yet, so it's just standing united and staying together.
Hone and Kylie's whānau homestead is red-stickered and will be pulled down.
These are the uncle's kitties, yeah, so we salvaged them out of the shed today.
Just as a young boy growing up here, and this is where my children come, and so will their children. We will repair and we will rebuild and bring our whānau back together again.
They're tired and their whānau are homeless, but they're not standing alone.
We had a couple of shovels and it was just us three, my husband, my brother-in-law, myself, and within minutes people congregated to come and help.
Wouldn't be able to do it without them, that's for sure.
The Army of Volunteers is being led by Kane Warren.
It's been hard to explain with words when you're meeting whānau that have lost everything. We've been able to appreciate what we have when you see the devastation of things lost for whānau here. So it's a labour of love.
Oh, thanks for letting us on.
No, thank you for helping.
Rural Māori communities are amongst those hit hardest by Cyclone Gabrielle. Bridges like this were wiped out by raging waters, debris and slash, cutting communities off.
This place means everything to me. I've been born and raised here, and so I've become the village. And so no matter where we travel to, you can always feel and hear your people. You guys are right up there?
Pia Wilson's doing everything she can to ensure her community in Mōteo isn't forgotten.
I came in with a pilot on the first day. That was heartbreaking. The whānau here were very lost. Because of the isolation and the cut-off of access to the roads, they felt that they had been forgotten about. Some canned food for them.
Today she's gathered with locals at their community control centre, Timikara Marae.
That you get our whānau to safety. That's our priority. We don't want to be recovering anybody.
She's a reassuring voice.
I feel that they still don't have a voice, and that's where I come in, to be that voice for the community here. We've got Kai here, and we'll set security checks up into the pā while yous are gone as well. But yeah, definitely get our whānau to safety. All right, okay, love you.
Down the road at Waipatu Marae in Hastings, it's all go at the iwi's main emergency response centre.
Kia ora. So it was the second day that we were stood up by Civil Defence to become an evacuation centre.
And when it comes to, an iwi HQ and a disaster like this, what is an iwi HQ all about?
I think it's really evolved really organically, but what it looked like, I think, is just natural manaaki of our people.
Tāne Tomoana is at the helm of this well-oiled machine.
Whānau just pull up here and we fill up their cars with kai. We get trucks from other hapu coming over and we fill their trucks up with kai, water, goods, baby goods.
Almost $1 million of goods have been donated and there is a great need. How many whānau have you had through here every night?
We originally had about 95 evacuees. It's a whole hapu. So it's all the whānau from Waiōhiki.
We've been looked after like rangatira here.
Hidia Tumwana escaped from raging floodwaters in Waiōhiki and has been overwhelmed by the manaakitanga at Waipatu Marae.
Well, it's totally here. Manaakitanga, arohanui, whakapono, which are all Māori, and those are all our Māori concepts, eh?
From social services to accommodation, this support for whānau is vital.
Their resilience has just been absolutely mind-blowing, and to hear them laughing and to hear joy in their hearts after they've lost everything, it's just been such a privilege.
Looking ahead, Pia Wilson says the community will need help to plan the rebuild.
It's just getting access to the professionals, buildings and engineers to come and hui with the community here to give them that advice.
And Tamati Cairns believes support needs to be readily available.
There are the government systems levels of support. Some of our people are whakamā to ask. So those systems ought to kick in to make things happen rather than come into the office and apply.
Whānau are facing an uncertain future, but it's one they're determined to tackle together.
Our thoughts are out there with our whole community, especially those who have lost loved ones.
Kia kaha. Look after one another, feel the pain, and don't forget to karakia.